Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Shifts by him, and a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On play action, Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Henry.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Henry running right. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Henry. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. On second and a long way to go. Tua under pressure, and they got to him again. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a give running left is Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play. And
if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. 2nd and 9. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. On third down, Henry. 62 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again to Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
On play action, here's Tua. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you used the word
fighting through, and he's got space. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 133 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Henry is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And now it's second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing is Allen on third. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now Allen again. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it'll be second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. The kick by Bass is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Now Zach Moss played prep ball 8 miles from here in Hollandale Beach.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Zach Moss.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most. On second down, it's Henry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Derrick Henry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, Henry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now a give right side. It's Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Henry. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. They'll run with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, Mostert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. On the move to his left. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Harold Landry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, a run with Breida. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they take a knee. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to...
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire?